football. Though 36 years old and with 15 seasons of full competition behind him, gives no signs of nearing the end of his amazing career.
Art Monk is now number one, the most prolific pass receiver in the National Football League's history. Touchdown, Washington Redskins.
This is Harry Hogue Football, the original Redskins Fans podcast. On today's show, we talk about the debacle of the final preseason game against the Ravens, and more importantly, the road to the final 53, also known as Cut Day. Welcome everybody, Harry Hogue Football episode number 527, also known as John's favorite day of the season, because it is
Cut Day!
Cut Day.
Excellent!
In case you didn't hear, today was the final cuts in the NFL 4 o'clock deadline for all teams to be down to 53 man on the roster, including your team and mine, the Washington Redskins football team. So there were a few surprises in the cuts.
Yeah. Roberta's
Is that-
got on.
Dude, I thought you were... Never mind.
Mwah. What am I doing? I'm not even kissing towards you. Mwah.
Dude! Hey, that's on camera. Hey, Roberta's on camera for the first time ever in 527 episodes.
First time ever.
Does she want to sit in and comment? Does she want to sit in and comment on the cuts?
Do you want to sit in and comment on the cups? Yeah.
We'll have Roberta. Roberta, we would like to know your opinion on Jimmy Moreland, the People's Corner, being cut.
God, you haven't started yet.
No, we started all right.
You were live in front of dozens of people.
Anyway,
Good times.
the biggest thing, dude, was Jimmy Moreland. In my
Yeah, I
opinion,
guess
that
Jimmy
was the
Moreland
biggest
was-
surprise.
Yeah. We had a few people that was kind of surprised. Jimmy Moreland really was the most important one. We cut AGG, 4th round pick from last year. We cut.
That was a surprise too. Those two.
That was kind of a surprise. We kept Cam Sims, which I thought we were going to do since he didn't play in that last game.
I thought we would, but I was hoping we wouldn't, to tell you the truth.
I don't know, because you and I were talking about this earlier today, and even in that last game, AGG, even when he was catching the ball, he always looked timid. He's like a 6'4" timid guy.
Yeah, it's true.
And Cam Sims didn't act like that. And I was just like, man,
I know what you're saying about being timid.
you know.
Yeah.
We also cut Wes Martin. Kind of surprise. William Bradley King.
One of the
7th round pick from this
Schweitzer
year.
brothers.
One of the Schweitzer brothers, but not the Schweitzer.
Dude, that's because Wes Schweitzer was like, there can be only one.
There can be only one.
Yeah, but
William Bradley King, who was a 7th round pick this year, he'll probably end up on the practice squad.
Yep. So was it Wes Schweitzer or Wes Martin last year that ended up taking the job over? Martin? Or was it Schweitzer?
I think it was Schweitzer.
Okay, because I didn't know if the tables had turned. I couldn't remember. I just remember them as one brother.
Wes Martin just kind of sucked all the time. Honestly, like all the time. He just wasn't good. Every time he was on the line, no matter who else was on the line, he was the worst guy on the offensive line.
Yeah. Jeremy Reeves, Sean the Sixth, welcome to the Discord chat.
So
Also known as the injury specialist, also known as Sean. Anyway, Sean is upset about Reeves because he stuffed Dallas on the goal line. Was that Thanksgiving? Sean, the IT guy. Yes. Yes. So Jeremy Reeves, that was a bit of a surprise, but
yeah.
For some reason, I knew that Dax Milne was going to make the team. I had like a feeling about that dude.
Dax Milne. Who else? There were a few people like Dax Milne, like you said.
Shaka Tony. All these low drafted dudes.
That's another one. Yeah, Shaka Tony, Troy McTyer, who I don't know if he has a concussion or not. But he's still there.
Well, he deserved to make the team. He was balling out.
He really was.
The running backs, I totally called that. Look in the Discord room, Precarious Predictions. The three running backs. I said we were going to keep 3, so I nailed that. I thought we would have kept 3 tight ends. I thought Ricky Seals-Jones was gone. I knew we were going to keep Sammis Reyes, and so did you, because we said that he wouldn't have made it on the practice squad. He's too much of a specimen. He's a specimen.
Someone would have picked him up, yeah.
And John Bates had a strong preseason. I mean, how often do you have to have 3 tight ends even playing? You know what I mean? So if they thought that Sammis Reyes was going to improve over the next year, and judging on the last 6 or 7 weeks that he's been playing football, he's done well enough to make some catches in an actual game.
Yeah.
And had a few good blocks too. So I mean, even if you think he's going to be a year project to see what he's got, do you ever really have more than 2 tight ends active for a game? Maybe 3 sometimes?
Sometimes 3. We did that with Jay Gruden, just because we had no wide receivers that year.
No, we did a lot of stuff with Jay Gruden. I mean, yeah, so that was a surprise that they kept 4 tight ends, at least in my opinion. And the other surprise was Troy Apke, dude.
Seriously. Seriously.
Do you know how much I wanted him to get cut?
More than I did. I really wanted him to get cut.
What is this? Sean wanted to know if... All right, sorry. X Factor. They're talking about the fantasy football draft. Randomize the order. Can't we do that next week? Wait, when is the actual draft? Am I going to miss it? I think the draft is this week. It's on the 4th. Oh, I can't miss that. That's Saturday.
Saturday.
No, I'm not going to do the randomizer on the podcast, but if Sean wants to do it and then give us the results at the end of the podcast, that'll be fine. Anyway, back to the team.
Yeah.
I'm pretty pumped about this. I'm pretty pumped about this roster. It was almost 100% how I would have done it just by watching a few preseason games. I mean, that's the other thing, dude. Apke, to me, sucked in those preseason games, but we've seen like 1/100th of what these coaches have seen of these guys.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, very true. But with Apke, I mean, he's just really fast. But he can only run in a straight line. We know he's bad at angles. So he's I don't know. I mean, he's a good gunner because he's really fast going straight ahead. Just
yeah. But he was bad in those preseason games.
And last year too.
Yeah. And now that he's moved to corner, he's still bad, even against third stringers last week. Yeah. So I don't know what they see in him. Maybe they're just going to keep him as special teams, basically. And like,
because we got Torrey McTyer and Darryl Roberts.
Yeah.
They're behind our front 3.
Yeah, I mean, he doesn't have to play that much.
Yeah.
So he's a good special teamer. And
he's not going to be inactive because he's a good special teamer. He's going to be active every week. So.
Yeah, so maybe they think that he will continue to develop as a corner and play special teams in the meantime. I don't know. So
we'll see, because he sucked at safety.
Oh, I thought he was the 2 guys that I wanted to get cut the most, and then I'll ask you yours. Mm-hmm. But the 2 guys that I wanted to get cut the most on this team that made it, Troy Apke.
Yeah, same.
And Dustin Hopkins.
Okay. Everybody in the country, every Washington football team fan in the world is wondering why we don't have competition for Dustin Hopkins in Ashburn tomorrow. he needs competition. Did you see the third preseason game and that shot duck that he shot it wasn't even like he kicked it. He could have just like thrown it all underhand when he was getting tackled or something. Like, whoa.
It was the second worst kick I've ever seen.
Like,
second worst kick I've ever seen in my entire life. The first being you at the Virginia Beach Blitz, which we have a video of somewhere.
We do.
I think it's on one of our podcasts, episode like 36, supplemental video podcasts.
Yeah. Yeah, probably.
Anyway, so that kick was nothing tipped it, I don't think. No one tipped it.
No. That was the thing, that it didn't get tipped.
It was just bad.
It was just bad.
It was horrid, as I say.
Yeah. But Ron Rivera's really keeping up on him publicly, praising him. So, I mean, he's doing what he's supposed to do, but I don't know. Dustin Hopkins is another one of those like timid guys that goes out there all the time.
Timid. That's the word of this.
The word of this episode is timid.
Timid. Yeah, I mean. So, do we want to talk about the guys that get cut, or do we want to talk about the dudes that made the team, or how do you want to handle this?
Well, let's talk about the linebackers first because we only kept 4.
Yeah, what's the deal with that? The only thing.
Kept 4.
Now, David Herzing was in the chat room a little bit ago, and he was saying that Ron Rivera said we're not done with this position yet.
Yeah, so good for that because, I mean, I looked at the cut list. God, who was it on? Who was it? I had a whole list.
There was a dude. There was a surprise.
Like Jared Norris, David Mayo. I mean, none of these guys. These guys need to work at Walmart, man. They're not going to get play in the NFL. So,
Jared Norris was on the squad last year, dude.
Okay.
I mean, he was a
and
scrub.
Our linebackers have been like bottom of the league for years, the last few years, because they've been so bad. We still got John Bostic out there, and Cole Holcomb is okay.
Yeah, we do need some more linebackers. What the heck? Like, I mean,
it just shows how bad they've been in that position for so long.
We have 3 young dudes and John Bostic, who's old and slow.
Yeah.
And I immediately went out when I saw that thing from David Herzing and just like Googled linebackers that have been cut. And apparently there was a linebacker surprise cut from the Dolphins. So I don't know anything. Yeah, so I don't know about this dude. I'm sure the guys in the chat room do. But I don't even remember his name. Let me see if I can find it.
Really?
His name was... where did it go? I don't know, dude. I lost it. Linebacker cut from the Dolphins. His name is McKinney. Linebacker McKinney. So maybe they're looking at that dude. Who knows?
Yeah, we'll see.
But yeah, the linebacking is definitely the weakest. Just looking at the let me go ahead and bring the roster up here because I've got it, so I can bring it on the podcast.
Stick it here. Stick it in the fridge.
So here we go. Here's your roster, and you look at those. You look at these groups, and the one that stands out to me now as being the weakest by far is the linebacker corps.
Dustin Hopkins.
Besides the kicking team.
Right.
Well, Tress Way is good, but the linebackers, I mean, Khalid Hudson, what is this, his third year? He doesn't have that much experience.
Yeah. Jamin Davis, obviously a rookie. Cole Holcomb, really young too.
I mean, he shot up the charts as far as I was concerned on talent, but he kind of leveled off.
Yeah.
So, we'll see. Any other big surprises in there? Dax Milne.
Not really. I mean, like I said, like Peyton Barber got cut. We haven't talked about that.
Oh, yeah.
Peyton Barber. Man, I'm going to miss 2-yard Barber.
Yeah. The only thing I'm thinking of...
No, not at all.
The only thing that I can think of with why we only kept 4 linebackers is because the edge guys are kind of like hybrid. Well, not in this defense though. Those dudes are paid to go for the quarterback.
Edge guys too.
Yeah. So I don't know, dude.
Yeah.
We need at least one more linebacker. Like, and I would cut Ricky Seals-Jones. Maybe they're going to trade one of these guys. Like, we kept 4 tight ends. Maybe they're going to trade someone like Ricky Seals-Jones.
For a late round draft pick.
Or even someone like Sammis Reyes. I don't know what his trade stock would be, but maybe they're going to trade one of these guys for a linebacker.
Maybe. See, I think you're underrating Ricky Seals-Jones. I think he's going to be a good blocking tight end who can very well catch a touchdown pass. I think there's going to be a couple times you're going to be like, dude, it's Seals-Jones. Look at that. If he plays.
Oh, yeah. X Factor has a good point. Remember all that talk about Landon Collins playing some linebacker? So maybe they're going to flex him in during some plays.
Flex him in there, yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's a good point.
To fill the role.
Because, again, we haven't seen any kind of plays on, especially offense, but not much on defense, showing what they're going to do, partially because last game we had all backup linebackers and they were sucking.
Dude, that game was so hard to watch. We're going to talk about it in a minute. A little bit.
Okay. And, I mean, Collins very well could be a hybrid guy for those kinds of positions. Or maybe I don't know, maybe Casey Toohill will move out on the edge on a play or two. Who knows? Or Shaka Toney. I love Shaka Toney. I'm so glad we kept him just because his name is nice.
Yeah, that's all I know about him is his name. Every time I hear his name, Shaka Toney, I think about that basketball coach from VCU a few years ago.
Shaka
Smart.
Shaka Smart, yeah.
Yeah.
Not Shaka Khan, Shaka Khan.
Boom shakalaka. Dude, what happened to your camera? It went out of focus for a minute. All right, it's good now.
How'd that happen?
You like hit the table or something and it went out of focus and now it's better.
Oh, okay. I was adjusting it earlier. It probably just sat itself down.
I'm surprised this Tyler Larson dude made it. He's a center, right? Like a backup center.
Yeah, he's the backup center because I thought the same thing and I was like, well, we got to have a backup center.
Yeah. Yep.
And we'll see how everything works out there. I mean, you know, the main Schweitzer, the Schweitzer Emilius guy, he's actually, I think he's going to be the second string because we're going to have Scherf and of course Eric Flowers Sr.
Yeah.
They're at guard.
It's all right.
Brain fart. They're at guard. It's still so crazy that Eric Flowers is so good there, but he's so tall. You can't have like a Drew Brees quarterback. You got to be like 6'2" or 6'3" to be able to try to see over these guys.
Yeah. What do you think about, and I guess DeAndre Carter is going to be doing kick returns, right?
I guess so.
And maybe Dax Milne?
Maybe.
I'm guessing. Those are going to be our 2 guys?
At least one of those guys are going to be inactive, if not 2.
Yeah, I don't know.
So we'll see. I think a lot of times it's going to be like Dax Milne is inactive. We only kept 3 running backs, so they'll all be active. I don't know.
Yeah, they'll all be active.
One of the cornerbacks won't be Troy Apke because he's on the he's on special teams. I don't know.
Does Darryl Roberts return kicks?
See, I was thinking that too. I want to say that.
Yeah, I
don't know.
No, I think it's DeAndre Carter that does it. DeAndre Carter. I mean, also they put what's-his-face, Jarrett Patterson back there returning kicks. How about that dude? Congratulations to him for going undrafted and then making the team.
He's the only undrafted free agent we got this year that we gave a shot to.
And he made it.
Yeah, and he made it.
Yeah, he just said or Patterson. Yeah, so those guys will be returning the kicks.
Oh, well, we still have David Botta because he's German, and he doesn't count.
Well, we don't have him
roster.
though. He's on the practice squad, isn't he? He's not on the final roster here, is he?
That I don't know. That's a good question.
Yeah, I don't see him. So that means he's got to basically he has to clear waivers and then we can sign him on the practice squad.
No, because he's an international player, and you get one for free. I don't know why, and I have no idea why Samus Reyes is not our international player, but who knows?
Well, they said that he was going to enter the international player thing, but all these teams
we signed him on before he could.
Yeah, so we signed him before that went into effect because they were like, and apparently they were serious when they said they liked him because he's on the squad.
Yeah.
So that's 2 undrafted guys that made our team. Samus Reyes and Jarrett Patterson.
Okay, he has not been released and will not appear on the 53-man roster.
He's just invisible.
So I guess he's automatically on the practice squad.
You're invisible. You're invisible. We don't have to release him, but he's not on the roster, but he's also not on the practice squad yet. I guess he is. Dude, he sacked Lamar Jackson in that game. David Bada Bing. All the way from Germany.
Let's go ahead and start talking about that game, because the only thing we need to talk about is like the first quarter. Like the first 2 drives, because none of our starters played in that game.
None.
Like none of them except for like the kicker, the punter, and Cheeseman.
Yeah, I can't think of any. In fact, most of the dudes didn't make the team that played it.
Cam Sims didn't even play. And some people wanted him cut.
Yeah, me.
Like you.
See, yeah, when he wasn't playing, I kind of thought that he wouldn't be cut but then I did notice that Jimmy Moreland was playing a lot, and I'm like, why is he still playing in the fourth quarter?
I was kind of wondering if he was going to be one of those guys that got cut.
Yeah.
Can't believe we kept Troy Apke instead of him.
So here's how I sum up that game.
He's so small, I guess, because he's like 5'7". I think that worked against him.
Dude, our 2s completely shut down the Ravens offense.
The Ravens offense, in 2 drives, Lamar Jackson got sacked twice, and we knocked their running back out for the year. Then they pulled all the starters out after that.
So who won the game then?
We did.
Yeah. Because we were smart enough not to put our starters in.
Tom McVay does that. Sean McVay.
We didn't play any of these. Did we even play Kyle Allen? We played Kyle Allen a while.
We did.
He's
it
not
was
a starter.
basically Kyle Allen and Montez. Like Heineke and Fitz didn't even play.
I'm just looking through this. None of our running backs played.
Nobody played.
Dax Milne played.
Yeah.
Shaka Tony played. He might have made the team because of it. Casey Toohill, did he play? I think he did.
Excuse me. Yes.
James Smith-Williams played. Didn't he? Yeah.
Tim Settle played.
Tim Settle.
Excuse me.
Probably because we didn't have anyone else to play.
Like defensive tackle.
Did any of our linebackers play at all? Khaleke Hudson, maybe.
Khaleke did.
Did Holcomb?
I want to say
maybe
Jamin
a little
Davis
bit.
did, but I don't even remember seeing him out there. So,
yeah, I don't either. Reyes played. Who else? Tyler Lawson played. Like some of these linemen played. Sadiq played. I don't think Cosme played, did he? Flowers didn't play. Lucas didn't play. Apke played a lot. McTire played. Roberts played. Everett played. Derek Forrest.
I thought Everett was on the bubble this year because he keeps getting injured.
The dude's violent though when he's on.
Because he's so violent. Yeah, it's almost like you have to tone him down a little bit. Be like, dude, easy, settle down, preacher.
Oh, we got to give our games and kicks though for that.
Oh yeah, I guess we do, huh?
Yeah.
It's time for this week's.
Oh wait.
It's
Wait. We have to do this one first because we technically lost the game.
and now
Right, true.
the coveted and ever elusive Game Ball Award.
Game Ball Award, go.
Tony.
Shaq Tony for making the squad. All right, I'm gonna give my
because Patterson did not have a good game.
But he was also behind 2s and 3s.
Exactly. Yeah, and Antonio Golden, Gandy Golden was on the bubble as well.
He almost got my game ball at one point in the game. Coming back and playing a good game.
He did.
All right. Well, I'm giving mine to Ron Rivera for not playing our starters at all and showing why. I mean, became obvious pretty quickly why you don't start your starters in that last preseason game. So the fact that he did not play any of them and we got out of the entire preseason without one major injury.
Yeah. I mean,
he gets my game ball.
Here, the big thing with that's a good one. And the big thing with that is that, some people are like, well, you guys, like our offense may not click on the first game coming up.
Yeah.
Because they didn't do stuff in preseason. But the counter of that is like, well, if they're in the preseason, then they get hurt in a fake game, then we've lost them for 17 games.
And they won't click ever.
and that person's not going to be able to click with it at all. So I get it. I'm really glad that we do that instead of having like Clint Portis out there separating his shoulder on a tackle.
Yep. Yep.
So who do you think? We'll talk about that afterwards. We'll do the who do we think is going to be on the practice squad?
Oh, we can do that in a little bit. First of all, let's look at the other games coming in from the peanut gallery.
Yeah.
And that would be Sean the 6 with Riverboat Ron. X Factor. I'm guessing that's Shaka Tony. And he's already jumping the gun on the kicks. Come on, dude. We didn't ask for kicks yet.
and everybody gonna kick him like the duck that he shot out of the air.
Speaking of,
it's time for this week's Kicking the Balls Award.
all right, this week's Kicking the Balls Award is brought to you by, you guessed it, your pals at Ritapoo.
Although, unlike the last couple of years in Washington, we aren't ridding that much poo out of the roster today.
No, it was just taking a few little dandelions out of a perfectly manicured lawn this year. So go ahead and give your kick, John.
My kick goes to Dustin Hopkins. I've had enough of that guy. Done. Cut.
Yeah, he had that really horrible low. It looks like he was kicking a flat football is what it looked like. Like if you run up and kick a flat football, that's what it looks like. So anyway, that's a good one. And I'm giving mine to Troy Apke because he was getting burnt everywhere again. To the point where I was like, oh, he's definitely getting cut.
He did have like one or two decent plays, but again, as long as he doesn't have to change direction, he's okay.
The only decent play
it's like throwing the fastball and then you're like, all right, now give him the curveball. You can't hit the curveball.
Yeah. The only decent play I remember him doing is when he was running kind of in stride with the guy and the dude dropped it. Like he didn't even like put his hand in there or anything.
Oh, and he was like, no way.
No way. And I'm like, dude, you didn't even do anything. You just happened to be running next to the guy.
That happens so often with defensive backs, man.
Dude, I mentioned this to you today. I think that Apke is the new Daryl Pounds.
Oh yeah, dude. He's Daryl Pounds.
We're gonna be like, who is covering? It's Troy Apke.
Well, hopefully he'll only be in on special teams.
Let's hope. because between him and Hopkins, they can single-handedly lose us at least 3 to 4 games.
Yeah, you're exactly right.
So
they did that last year, as a matter of fact, when you think about it.
Yeah. Do you remember last year DeShazer Everett came in before Apke at safety?
Yeah, and then he got hurt.
And then Reeves came in before Apke.
Yeah, eventually, because they were just like, this Apke guy sucks.
So they think he can play cornerback better? Isn't cornerback like a more complicated position? I always thought it was.
The problem with safeties is that you have to be able to figure out the person's running towards you, more or less, somewhere, and you have to figure out what angle you have to turn at to get
meet
to
up
him.
with them.
And that was the problem. He couldn't figure out the angle.
I wonder what he got in geometry class, dude. An F.
He's just like,
it was a funny angle.
Obtuse. It was a funny angle.
He took the worst angles of all time.
For a professional football player, yeah. You see that in college, but not in the pros.
And you would think someone with his speed, even if he did take a bad angle, would be able to adjust. But he couldn't. He's just bad. He's bad.
Yep.
And I know that X Factor 357 really loves him, and I hate to harp on Apke because of that. But come on, dude. He's pretty bad.
He's bad. He's bad. You know it.
He's completely bad.
You know he's bad. You know
Have we harped on Apke being bad enough? Because he's bad. He's so bad, dude. Okay.
All right. So who are we gonna pick up for the practice squad? Do you think?
Wait, are we done talking about this game? I think we are. It was horrible to watch.
It was. You were just like, we're so bad, and I just kept saying, like, we're in the fourth quarter, and I just kept saying, dude, it doesn't matter. Everyone on screen right now is cut.
Except they weren't. Troy Apke wasn't.
Shakatoni wasn't.
There were some
that were not, but most of them were. Derek Forrest wasn't.
Two-Hill.
Retired.
I really don't know anything about Two-Hill. I don't know if I've seen him do anything.
He played a few times last year. He had a sack.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
He had a sack, and we were just like, who is that guy?
Yeah, Two-Hill with the sack. James Smith-Williams. Dude, didn't James Smith-Williams have a sack in this game?
He might have.
Wasn't it him and David Bada Bing that got sacks? I don't know. We have to pull up the stat sheet if you can actually find it.
Okay, he was drafted or signed by the Philadelphia Eagles, and he played one game for them. Two-Hill. And then we picked him up. He did not have a sack last year. I thought he did.
I thought he did too. Maybe that was someone else. But did he have a sack? No, not him. Did James Smith-Williams have a sack this week on Lamar Jackson? Was he the other guy? I'm trying to remember.
Oh, you're trying to fact check yourself?
Yeah,
We don't do that
CJack17.
football.
What's up, CJack17? Isn't he all the way from the UK? Or am I on crack?
Maybe.
I don't know. I think he is. I think CJack's in the UK. So why can't Josh stay up, but CJack can? And Josh is just on like a elongated vacation.
Josh is being Josh.
He's on
Sacks
vacation.
in this game were David Bada Bing and Bunmi Rotimi. Who got cut.
Yeah, too bad Butimi got cut, but at least he said he can say forever to his grandchildren, I got a sack on Lamar Jackson the preseason after he won the wait, was that last year he won the award for MVP?
Maybe. I never remember.
It's hard to remember when it's not a team you like or care about.
That's the problem.
Oh, he won it at some point. The league MVP. Okay. So do we want to go into the practice squad guys, or do we want to go into our projected starters real quick? Or is that even really hard to do?
I'm not really worried about practice. Who are the people you think will get re-signed to the practice squad? Maybe Montez Sweat, Steven Montez Sweat.
No,
Maybe
I don't think
Jonathan
he's going.
Williams.
I don't think Steven Montez is going to.
You think he's hit his limit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hasn't he already been on our practice squad like 2 years? Let's get another dude on the practice squad and see if you're actually going to make him make the team ever.
You don't see teams with quarterbacks on the practice squad, and we've had to do that last couple of years. So
oh,
that's
really?
good, actually, yeah.
I didn't know.
Although they did expand the rosters to 10
practice
and
squatters.
More people are eligible to go on it than there used to be.
Dude,
I think
you know
Jonathan
what?
Williams will get re-signed or get signed for that for sure.
I don't have the list pulled up of the people that actually got cut, and they were all camp bodies. So
Not all of them. Peyton Barber
is not going on the practice squad.
most likely not.
He's
Somebody
got-
needs 2 yards.
He's going to
Detroit
end up on the Jets or something.
Jets.
Although Al Galdi pulled out an interesting stat about Barber. He said it was something like last year there were 28 plays where we needed, you ready for this?
2 yards.
3 yards or less
Okay.
to get either a first down or a touchdown that he got the ball. And 21 out of 28, he either got the first down or touchdown. That's pretty good.
75%. That's not bad.
So 75% of the time when we needed 3 yards or less, he got it.
All right. Okay. Good for him. I like that.
And here's, if you look at that stat closer, though, it goes more hand in hand with what you were saying. That 75% of the time were all the times that we only needed 2 yards. Which means 100% of the 21 times that we only needed 2 yards to get a touchdown or a first down, Peyton Barber delivered.
Peyton Barber got those 2 yards for us.
I'm
Thank
just
you,
kidding.
Peyton Barber.
This second part of the stat I just made up, so you don't. And for all I know, Al Galdi could have made up the first half of the stat. It's not like I'm fact checking him.
Right.
I don't even know how to fact check that. 28 times Peyton Barber. Where do you? I know there's that. We talked about this before. There's that membership you can join for that, like Pro Football Focus I
or
think,
something, yeah.
that has all the stats, like crazy stats. Oh, it's my gosh, CJack17 is CJ Shoots Photo, who is also Alamo City Live.
Ah,
How am I supposed to keep up with all these names?
I think he's told us like 5 times.
I guess. Anyway, okay. Practice squad guys. Go to the next guy on the list, and I'll tell you if I think he's making the practice squad.
William Bradley King, 7th round back draft pick this year.
Practice squad.
Yeah, I think so too. Boone Me Rotimi, also defensive end.
I don't think he's making the practice squad.
All right, these are the 4 linebackers we cut. Joe Walker.
He might make the
Jordan
practice squad.
Kunasik.
Dude, that guy played 90% of the game.
Who, Kunasik?
Yeah, he was all over the place getting burnt.
Yeah, he was. David Mayo. Maybe Jared Norris will make the practice squad, maybe.
Yeah, I think Jared Norris will. He actually had some good plays last year.
Yeah. Daryl Roberts, maybe Danny Johnson. I think someone's going to sign Jimmy Moreland.
Oh, yeah, they are. He's going to be gone by tomorrow.
Yeah.
I still don't understand why we cut him.
Or Troy Apke.
Because of Troy Apke. That's why. Unless it came down between him and Torrey McTyer because
No, dude. What it is like all the big name people out there on places like ESPN are all just like, oh yeah, Torrey McTyer made the team, Jimmy Moreland got cut. But no, you say Troy Apke made the team, and Jimmy Moreland got cut because of him, not Torrey McTyer.
no, Troy Apke. No, this I am saying that because Troy Apke plays special teams and Jimmy Moreland I don't believe did.
I don't believe it did either because Jimmy Moreland, I mean, he's 5'7".
Yeah, and we all know
He's
how
a
much
defensive back.
Ron Rivera likes dudes that can play multiple positions. So if it came down between Troy Apke and Jimmy Moreland as the last cornerback, and he was like, well, Troy Apke can at least run fast in a straight line as a gunner and like get down the field on special team, and Jimmy Moreland is too small and teeny, like Brandon Banks size.
Yeah, like almost BB Hummingbird size.
Dude, Sean
He's
the
also
six.
a Saskatchewan Rednecks, though, or whatever they are. Saskatchewan, what are they called?
Rough Riders.
Roughnecks?
No, he was
Rough
on
Riders?
he's on the Hamilton Tiger Cats.
Hamilton Tiger Cats.
You know who would know
two
for-
Tiger Cats? Aren't there two teams that have been named Tiger Cats
I don't know,
in
but
Canada?
you know who would know? Kenny Ken, but he's not on here, I don't think.
Oh, that's true.
Sean the Six has an interesting comment about Jimmy Moreland on here, and it's what I think we mentioned this today when we found out that Jimmy Moreland was getting cut. He's going to Dallas, he says. And I'm like, yeah, I could see Jimmy Moreland going to Dallas or somewhere like that and coming back to haunt us.
I think coming back to haunt us in the past. Maybe this year he'll be. Maybe they'll put him in the slot, and Adam Humphries will finally like do something for the team and catch a first down on it or something. I don't know.
Oh yeah. So during the last game, we were talking about this when they had Adam Humphries on the sideline. And I was just like, A, what have you done for us at all? Because I haven't seen you do anything.
What has he done for any team?
And B, he's a guy that just looks like he thinks he's cooler than he is. He's over on the sideline just thinking he's so cool, so much cooler than he really is. But anyway, we'll
Dude,
see. I'm hating on him right now.
Bring up his picture and put him on the screen. He's from Clemson. He's in his 7th year. He played for the Buccaneers. I remember that. He played for the Titans.
All right, let me try to
I mean, he's caught like 13 touchdowns total.
So this is supposed to be like a slot guy?
A slot
Right.
guy, yeah.
Okay, let's see. This guy's so
Bring up his
cool.
picture because the picture looks exactly like him when he's talking to whoever, what's his face, that guy Adam Silver, yet again like the worst sideline reporter I've ever seen.
All right, I'm trying.
Hey Adam, you really humped them with your Humphreys name, Adam.
Which guy? It's this guy. I don't know. I don't know.
There he is. He's all over the screen. Don't put him in front of me, man.
There.
There's Adams everywhere.
Here, let me shrink it down on him. Here's Adam. Here, let me make him a little bit bigger. Here. Welcome to the podcast, Adam Humphries. Why do you think
Hey,
you're
I'm
so
really
cool?
glad to be here. It's kind of important that I'm watching the game, and I'll just talk to you guys for a few minutes. I'm cool.
I'm a pretty cool guy. Yeah, you're pretty cool, dude. We'll see you on the field. Talk to us when you make a catch or two.
The thing is, even today, like I heard people on like ESPN like talking about Adam. They're like, and they've got Adam Humphries, and I'm just like,
What are his stats?
what about him?
He played for Tennessee, didn't he?
He played for Tennessee and for Tampa Bay before that. He's got a total of 13 touchdowns in 6 seasons.
Yeah, so last year he had 23 catches for 200 and some yards. I mean, that's okay.
Yeah, 7 games.
What did Cam Sims have last year?
Yeah, that's a good point.
I'm going to look it up. Cam Sims.
Cam Sims. Cam Sims.
Cam Sims. All right, so last year
he played
had,
in all 16 games.
Dude, last year he had so much more than Adam Humphries. Seriously. He had 32 catches for 477 yards.
Yeah.
That's way more. That's like double the output that this Humphries guy had, that they're like, as soon as we traded for him, they're like, oh, this is a huge pickup. Am I missing something with this guy?
Yeah, I know. If you are, then I am too, because I'm not. I'm still kind of wondering what's going on with that.
Yeah, I mean, what's so great about that guy? His longest catch last year was less than 10 yards. His longest catch in his career was 10.1 yards.
The person I saw on ESPN today said
sorry.
He's going to convert third downs for us.
Hold
He's
on.
Going to be a possession receiver who catches like a 3rd and 8 when you need 6.
We already have that guy. His name is McLaurin. All right. But I was mistaken. I was looking at his average. His long last year was 23 yards.
Oh, okay.
He's had 2 touchdowns in each of the last 2 years. And Sims' long last year, just for reference, was, I don't know, 50. I'm just saying. So what's so great about this guy? So Sims is twice as good as this guy, basically.
Yeah, but I don't want like a 6'4" wide receiver at slot. I want like a little 5'10" guy.
I'm just saying. What's so great about him?
Although, I mean, if you think about Art Monk when he would get those, I mean, what was it, 4th and 25 or 23 or 24 or whatever it was, and he was running around, and Art Monk was, for his time in the 80s,
he was tall.
He was a big receiver.
Yeah.
And when you went across the middle, you had a very good chance that like Lawrence Taylor was going to take your head off.
Yeah.
You can't really do
And
that anymore.
if the ball was thrown to Art Monk, his hands of gold were going to bring it in when you know you needed it.
Yep.
If I had a third down,
his 4th down catch in Super Bowl 22 is what turned that game around.
Oh yeah, because we were getting it handed to us.
Yeah, absolutely.
But if I was playing at any game in my entire life, and they're like, "This is the one play that you have to have a receiver to catch it," who are you throwing it to?
Art Monk.
Art Monk.
Absolutely.
So you
Hall
don't
of
have
Famer Art Monk.
You don't have to worry about it. Oh man, we're living in the past, but
We're living in the past.
he
dude.
wasn't one of these guys where you're like holding your breath. You're holding your breath until you see it going to Art Monk, and then
Did
you're
you
like,
see, watching that last game too? I mean, there were guys on both teams who were alligator arming that ball,
oh yeah, or they just sucked.
or they just sucked. All right, let's move on to safety. We cut Jeremy Reeves, practice squad, maybe if he makes it through.
I think he's going somewhere.
Aaron says cut.
He's going
Oh
somewhere.
yeah, Aaron says he might go somewhere. I agree. What about Cole L?
Cole Luke Duke.
All right, special teams.
Wait, how many people do I have on the practice squad so far?
4, 5.
And I have to get 10?
Not really.
It doesn't matter. Can we just go with
Doesn't
6? Can we go with 6 and be done with it?
All right, let's look at the defensive linemen. We cut Lawrence, your favorite. I've never heard of defensive lineman. Daniel Wise, if he makes it through, Daniel Wise might make it to the practice squad.
He's going to the practice squad. I think.
And then Gabe Wright, I don't even know who that is.
He's one of the Wright brothers. They were both cut. I didn't even know the Wright brothers were on our team. Isaiah and Orville.
Yeah, really.
Are both cut. Isaiah Wright could go to the practice squad. I wouldn't be surprised if Isaiah Wright went to the practice squad.
Yeah, it's another, unless someone picks him up. Again, Detroit.
No one's going to pick him up. No one's going to pick him up. No one.
We'll see.
Where,
Offensive lineman.
David Bada Bing can be on the practice squad. I like him.
Yeah. Offensive lineman, David Sharp.
Yeah, he can go to the practice squad.
Wes Martin. I don't know, man. I think they might be done with him.
Didn't we kind of draft him sort of high, like 5th round or something?
I think it was 4th or 5th round.
David Sharp, is he the guy that's had the COVID issues like the last month? Is that why he didn't make the squad?
I remember it might be. I remember it from last year, and he was in the game, and you were like, "It says Sharp, but he was not," or something like that, because he was bad.
Yeah, he was pretty bad.
John Toth, the model. I think he'll actually come back. That's John Tesh.
Oh yeah. John Toth, yeah, the model, the
Yikes.
male model, the plus size model
What size model?
for Calvin Klein.
Do they use that? Do they use that term now? Do
It
guys
could-
use that term?
I don't know. I might get canceled for
do
saying
they
that.
say XXL model?
I don't know, dude. I don't know what you're allowed to say and not say anymore. I'm like tired of keeping
very
track
true.
of it. Every day I have to ask you, dude, are we allowed to say this word anymore? And you're like, I don't know. I have no
At
idea.
this point, I'm like, I don't know.
I don't know. We're probably going to be canceled. Dude, you're canceled. I can't believe you said that.
I can't believe we're canceled.
Tight
Tight end. At tight end, the only person we cut was Caleb Wilson.
I can't believe that Seals Jones made the squad. I can't believe we're keeping 4 tight ends and only 4 linebackers.
Yeah, I think that's a big thing right there, and I think it is between those two positions, between tight end and linebacker, where that 4th position ended up. I don't know. I mean, we could do worse than Ricky Seals Jones, like sprinkle.
You love you some Ricky Seals.
He's not bad. I mean, the dude. I think this dude is going to get us a couple of sneaky touchdowns this year.
He's
He'll
not
be in as
bad.
a blocking guy all the time. I think Samus Reyes is probably going to be on practice. Is probably going to be inactive. So Ricky Seals Jones should be the 3rd, maybe even the 2nd tight end on the team.
No, I think
Because
John Bates is going to be good, dude. He's going to be really good. He's got good hands and he can block.
That's a good combination right there.
I
But
think,
I think Ricky Seals Jones is like that too. I think he's going to get us some sneaky scores, man.
I just thought it was odd we kept 4 tight ends.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm not saying Ricky Seals Jones is bad. I'm just saying I thought we should have kept 3 tight ends, and I thought the 3rd one should have been Samus Reyes. Because he's got more of an upside. Like, we don't know what his upside is, and Ricky Seals Jones has been around long enough, so we know what we got with him. And I think that, like, I've seen that with Rivera, kind of leaning towards these young dudes. Like, the guys that have been there, like, a year or 2 years, like, even Moreland, he knows that guy's ceiling by now. These other guys,
That's what I was
Samus
thinking,
Reyes,
yeah.
Shaka Tony, like, Patterson, who were some of these other dudes? I need to pull up the roster again. But a lot of these where he went younger, like, even, like, undrafted and rookie guys over dudes that have been there for like 2 years. I mean, I think a lot of that is what I just said. Like, you don't know what their ceiling is yet, so might as well give them a shot instead of keeping a guy that you know is ceiling around another year to cut him next year.
I'm just really glad that Dan Snyder is not getting involved in stuff right now that we know of. Really. And Ron Rivera is allowed to run the team.
Yeah.
Don't forget that.
So
Don't forget that, boys and girls. What about wide receiver? I know we touched on that already, but
dude, real quick,
Tony Brown.
David Rehearsing just said we might go after KJ Wright.
Another Wright brother?
We've already cut 2 rights.
We cut
To
two.
get another
maybe we're going to combine them together and make one super Wright brother.
Yeah, that would be cool. Let's do it. Let's get him. Let's go get KJ Wright because we need some help in there, and that would be awesome.
It would be good.
Is he He's a UFA? Dude, I didn't know that. I did not know that. Sweet.
So, Isaiah Wright.
I'm
Isaiah
with
Wright,
you, David Herzing. Let's go get him.
Yeah.
Because we need some serious help there.
Yeah. Not as much as we did before, though.
No, not as much, but we need some.
Jamming.
Oh,
Jamin Davis.
That would
All right, so we said
I
Isaiah Wright was going to be probably on the practice squad. Antonio Gandy, Golden Gandy.
He's going to get picked up.
Maybe?
I think he will.
I don't know. We'll see about that one.
Yeah, I think he will. We'll find out in the next couple days. But
Yeah, exactly.
dude, I'm pretty pumped now that Herzing mentioned that. I think we should get KJ Wright. That would be awesome. That'd be good. Let's do it. All right, he says he's been visiting teams the past month or so. Interesting. And we just heard that Rivera said he's not done with linebackers. So if we do get KJ Wright, who's going to get cut? That's an interesting point to make.
Probably not a linebacker.
You think a linebacker?
Probably not.
No, I don't think so either. I think it's going to be, let's see here.
Ryan Fitzpatrick. Probably someone like
I didn't mean to put that on your face. It keeps resizing. Let me put my head over here. Move your head, dude.
It might be a wide receiver. It might be someone like Dex Milne.
Or Ricky Seals-Jones.
Or Ricky Seals-Jones.
I don't know. We'll find out in the next few days.
Yeah,
So-
yeah. Because offensive line, we got 9 people back there, and we really need to keep that. We might cut like a quarterback too, or put him on the practice squad or something like that, like Darryl Roberts. He might not be able. He might not be eligible.
But you know what I'm pumped about, though? I'm looking at this entire roster, and besides the question at linebacker, it's a pretty solid team on paper. Pretty solid.
A lot better than it's been the last few years. That's for sure.
Now, the fact that I'm just looking at the running backs, and this is exactly who I said I thought they should keep, but by losing Barber, we are losing that pounding guy for 1 yard. So who gets it in like the goal line situations? Are they gonna, I don't know, give it to one of the Schweitzer brothers and he can report eligible?
Do exactly what the Baltimore Ravens do and take like a lineman, an offensive lineman, and turn him into a part-time running back.
Yeah, we could.
I can't even remember that guy's name, but he was just bulldozing through people. The thing is, those guys, they get so winded so quick because they're offensive linemen, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah.
Give the ball. You know what we need to do? If we're in the goal line situation, we need to give the ball to Eric Flowers.
Dude's
Get
a
Eric
hoss.
Flowers to take that ball, which would probably be like this big in his hand. He'll hold it here, and just run right through, and just bulldoze through everybody.
Yeah, we should, dude. It'd be
That's
awesome.
what we need to do. I know that Ron Rivera has said that something about linebackers helping out in heavy jumbo, so we'll see. We'll see. Maybe he's got something up his sleeve. Him and Scott Turner.
Yep.
Scott, don't call me North Turner.
So, all right.
Scott.
We're closing in on an hour here, and we could just be talking about random dudes all night. So do we want to save some of this for next week, I guess?
Well, I think we're done.
Yeah, we're pretty much done. We'll have other stuff to talk about next week.
Like getting pumped for the next game, and we'll be able to talk about, see if we get this guy from that guy, who's in Seattle. What is his name again? Wright? That's right.
Yeah.
He's one of the Wright brothers.
So, all right, they wanted to announce real quickly the draft order for the team. Sean, are you ready for this?
Oh, for the Harry Hog.
For the Harry Hog
Fantasy
Fantasy Football League. Harry Hog Football Fantasy Football League. So, he's not ready, so it doesn't matter. So we're not going to do it.
All right.
So anyway, that draft is this week. So everyone in the league, don't forget to get your Dallas players out of there before the draft. If you're auto drafting like myself, I need to do that.
Yeah, man. Just in case.
Anyway, I think that about wraps it up for this week. Let me get the music on. There we go. I'd like to give a shout out to everyone in the Peanut Gallery. David Herzing, Sean the 6th, CJack 17, X Factor 57. Who else was in there? I don't know. I didn't even look to see if there was anyone in the YouTube chat. I don't know if you did.
I did not. I think we've fully moved on to the Discord. The Discord address is discord.gg/5YW5 HHYFT.
Yeah, so join us in Discord where you can chat with fellow Harry Hog football friends 24/7 in the peanut gallery. I think that's about it. We'll talk to you guys next week. Hail to the Redskins, Washington football team. And if you see Cowboys fan this week,
you know what to do. Gioca! Don't sign Jimmy Moore. We're not afraid of him.